Good evening, everybody. It's Tuesday. Christina and I are here.
We're here.
We're here. Boy, guys,
That's
we
something.
are. That is something considering everything. We are, of course, United Front. My name, of course, is Seth Bidoff. This is Christina, who is smiling less this evening, as we all should be. And we beat our time. We beat our time tonight. So, we're not 5 after today. If you are watching on devices, there is a new feature available to us. You can watch us in vertical mode if you so wish.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah. So StreamYard has introduced some new things. They keep introducing new things. And so, yeah, there's now vertical mode that you can look at us. If you're on a mobile device, you can see us in vertical mode. I don't know how it's going to look with 3 people. That'll be interesting to see. I can see a preview of it. I don't know if you can see it, Christina.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, okay.
Now that you say that.
Yeah, so we've got a preview on our screen off to the left. So it looks a little bit different for us, but you guys can watch on landscape or in vertical mode, depending on the platform that you're watching on. So I don't know where that one is. That one might be maybe it's on Facebook and YouTube. Okay, perfect. So yeah, you can see us in vertical mode if you so wish. But yeah, we've got a lot of things that StreamYard has been adding that we need to take more advantage of, and we will through time. It's showing it in desktop on vert mode. Oh, interesting.
You have to tinker around and see what you prefer.
Yeah. Let's see. I don't know. There's lots of different things that we can do. Yeah, there's a bunch of different layouts, cinema. There's all sorts of different things. So, I don't know if I can change vertical. I can hide the preview. I don't know if I can change that mid broadcast though. But as far as it being vertical mode on desktop, I have no idea.
I did catch the USL show last week, and they started out their show talking about this too.
Did they? Okay.
Yeah. So you're not alone in trying to figure this whole thing out.
Very cool. Very cool. Bolty, how do you change? I change personally. I don't know, but you two are compressed and the rest is just white. As far as this goes, all right. I have no idea. Let me see. Is that any better? I don't know.
It looks better on our end. I mean, we're still double, but
yeah, looks better on our end. I mean, I
no
can
background.
Yeah. I don't know, but yeah, we'll keep messing with this. You guys give us feedback as we go. But yeah, it certainly looks compressed like on the vertical, but as far as the other, I don't know. In terms of being vertical on desktop, I have no idea. What if we did this? Yeah, no, I can't change it. So it's set to landscape on Facebook.
I feel like it's very zoomed in on me, Ed. I'm like, ooh, I don't like that.
Yeah, that's how it's because the layout at the bottom. Okay, so orientation on YouTube. You guys are all on YouTube. Okay. You can stream it now, stream in both formats on YouTube. This will create 2 separate posts and counts it. So there's 2 different posts on YouTube apparently.
Oh, you gotta find the normal one.
Yeah. So that's what it looks like. Looks like there's 2 different ones. Yeah, so there's the vertical. All right. Yeah, so there's 2 different ones here. I will show you guys. Right? Okay, so here we go.
Bolty's gonna have to pick between vertical mode or correct name.
All right. So yeah, here we go. Yeah, YouTube on TV. You guys zoomed in no border. Okay, so that might be So that I changed the layout. Yeah, there's no there's like a little tiny strip. So, but yeah, as you can see over on YouTube, there are two different live channels. There's two different lives. One is vertical, and the other one is going to be your typical what we do. So, yeah. So there we go. We're learning together. Oh, look, Streamception.
Whoa.
Yeah. So if you're looking on YouTube on any device, it looks like you have two different options. Okay, one with one with a little phone beside the title, and one without it. The one with the phone is going to be your vertical layout. The one without a phone is going to be your standard layout that we do, and that is still going and going down the rabbit hole. I'll stop sharing that now. All right. So, but yeah. So again, there's two different things. You got my kid in the background.
Now you're getting ready to take off. Is it an early flight or are you driving?
Oh Lord, no, I'm not doing that drive. Not yet. No. So my flight's at like 10:30 tomorrow. So take my kid to
Okay.
school and drop
That's not
him
bad.
off. No, it's not bad. And now that the government's no longer shut down, everything appears to be, fine to go. Not that I was particularly worried about anything going out of the Sunport. It was only going to
Yeah.
be the return chat
Yeah.
or the return trip.
Connecting flights.
Different
Well,
chats and everything,
actually,
split viewership. Ooh, yeah.
the week before last when I flew, my flight out of Sunport got delayed about 4 times.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah, so there we go. Yeah, all the
Oh,
chats should be
different
like in
viewership
one.
too.
Yeah, so it has two. Yeah,
Interesting.
if you look at on YouTube, like there are two channels that it showed different viewer numbers for each one. So on YouTube, it'll split it out, but from what we see on our side, it all still shows 14 on YouTube. So
Oh, so Bolty's now Alex, huh? From The
oh.
Curse.
Doesn't keep the same chat history. That's odd. Yeah, I don't know. I get interviewed by another as Alex Nurse. Oh, well, there you go. Apparently also there was no notification that went out over on YouTube. I don't know. If you got a notification, let me know. If you did not, let me know as well. I don't know what I can do about that though, but link on your blue sky. Oh, very cool. We'll check that out. But yeah, so it's been a week. Yeah, kids doing kid things. They're gonna have kids gonna be out again next week for school for the vacations and all that type of
Yeah,
fun stuff. So
a full week.
yeah, yeah, I think one of them's out Tuesday through Thursday. The other one's out like Wednesday, or Tuesday through Friday. The other one's out Wednesday through Friday. Yeah. YouTube nutty went out a little bit late. Josh got a YouTube nutty. Okay, cool. Glad some folks are getting it. I don't know why my fiance did not get it, but I don't know. Nothing I can do about that. I don't know. And yes, we
I
are.
guess we have silly season to figure it out, huh?
That we do. We have silly season to figure all sorts of things out. And yes, we are delaying just a little bit. Jacob is running late, as you can tell. He may or may not be in the next few minutes. We're not entirely sure when he will be here, but he should be here shortly. But yeah, it's been a weekend. Other than the sports stuff, which we'll get into. Christina, how was your weekend? How are things going?
It was good. So I was in California, flew back on Sunday. It rained the entire time I was in California.
Hmm.
From touchdown to wheels up. So it felt a little weird to come back to the sunny, dry New Mexico, and then it promptly rained Sunday night. So I don't know. I guess I brought the rain with me.
Maybe. Yeah, the weather's been weird. Like it's still like mid 60s It was in the 70s over the weekend. My heater still has not kicked on, and it's been like 80 degrees in my apartment. I cannot get the cool off. I mean, I guess well insulated is not necessarily a huge problem, but yeah, I'm ready for it to be cooler in here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but yeah, league announcements and league news already going out. Lots of stuff to get to. We'll get to all of that. If anybody knows anybody that's hiring in Albuquerque, let me know. That'd be great. I was unexpectedly let go from my job, so
Oh no, man. Talk about a
yeah,
1-2 punch, Seth.
yeah, it's yeah, out of nowhere, just out of left field. No idea what happened. For a year, no feedback, no discussions, no nothing, and then general manager
Oh,
walks in and says, "Seth, we're gonna go another direction."
oh no. I'm so sorry.
Ah,
Boo.
yeah. So job search is in full effect right now. But yes, if anybody knows anybody, let me know. Appreciate that. As I wear a hoodie, yes, no, Josh, it is still cooler outside than it is here. So, I mean, I just didn't take it off once I got home. And I have to say, I think I blame myself for the loss. I did not wear Braves gear during the match on Saturday.
I didn't wear any United gear.
Hmm.
I didn't have any warm weather United gear with me because I thought California, it's great.
Yeah,
And it was cold and rainy, and so maybe the two of us, I don't know.
yeah. That might be it. I did see David Weesey Carl and his wife Chanel were at the match on Saturday.
Oh, how nice.
Yeah. So they went up. I guess they met family up there. I'm not entirely sure, but I saw photos of them at the match. So glad to see them. Glad to see that they're doing well. Um, but yeah, roster announcements supposed to be held. Yeah, roster announcements are supposed to be held until some point after this league season ends. I think Everton won on Saturday as well. So yeah, a whole bunch of things. And the U.S. men's national team is doing really well. So that's throwing things off
Yeah,
as well.
I
Also,
watched that game tonight. I was super excited to my favorite player is Serginho, so I'm happy to see
okay,
him back after
okay,
his ACL injury.
yeah, yeah. Man child Diego Luna got a goal tonight as men's national team picks up a 5-1 win over Uruguay, who they've never beaten before. So that's what, 5 unbeaten now for the national team in their last match of the year.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah,
I would have guessed 3.
yeah. They had a social media post. I think it said 5 unbeaten. So, but yeah, so they're doing well. Things are going
Mhm.
well. Cowboys actually won this week. If anyone cares, I personally don't. Um, but
Who?
yes, yeah, the Cowboy. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, well, yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, it's been a week. Lots of sports news. Basketball's underway. Hockey's going on. College football is starting to wind towards the into their regular season. Uh, Lots of things, but yeah, New Mexico United.
Lobo's faring well.
Lobos do pick up their seventh win. Five.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Unbeaten at home this season.
I
Uh,
saw a stat, I think it is their first time being unbeaten for this streak since, I wanna say, like, the '80s?
Something like that. I
It was
saw I saw
something
the post.
wild.
Yeah. Yeah, U.S. men's national team unbeaten in 5, 2-0 win over Japan, 1-1 draw, 2-1 win over Australia, 2-1 win, and a 5-1 win.
Alright.
So yeah, who knows? And then they've got that big friendly coming up next year against Portugal. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with that heading into the World Cup. But okay. I guess we gotta talk about it.
I guess we gotta talk about it.
Like,
I mean, I was hoping Jacob would be on, mostly because,
yeah.
as I mentioned last week, I was at Disneyland.
Mhm.
So, I was really hoping to be getting positive text updates and then watch it later in the evening.
Nope.
Um, so I only experienced it through really sad, upset texts and checking Discord.
I think I said we're I think I said we're shit. We're complete and utter shit. we're playing like shit. Among other.
Yeah, I heard it. I think my mom said, I don't recognize this team. My sister said this is really hard to watch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this was this was a thing. So, all right, let me share this here. And yes, we're going to relive it in all its less than glory. But yeah, this was just Western Conference Final, folks. New Mexico United FC Tulsa for the third time this season. Jane has not been able to get the chat on YouTube for a month. Can't figure it out. We heard from someone else that they couldn't chat either. It was I think it was Jerry, but we don't know why. We have no idea. I think Jerry's just not there. Chaos, the state of utter confusion or disorder. They're certainly kings of that last Saturday. Yes, they were. Third time this season. We said that it was hard to beat a team 3 times in a year. We proved that wrong against San Antonio, and Tulsa completely proved that wrong against us.
They sure had our number, huh?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, from the opening drop, like Bolty said here, Tulsa was just unrelenting. They pressed from minute 1, they pressed through minute 90, and if it was just, is there a United Front Discord? We can set one up. We could do that. There is a United, New Mexico United Discord though, where there's all sorts of live discussion that goes on over there. If you don't have the link, we can get that in the chat. But I can certainly set up a Discord for us. But yeah, I mean, it was, and this was Tulsa's. I mean, you see the mistake here. You see there's a bad pass back to Shakes 1.
Yeah.
Shakes makes a couple great saves here. He makes the save off of on the earlier highlight. And one of the things that Tulsa did really well in this match was the use of Sousa and these long throw-ins.
Yeah, those were, I heard, all the rage.
Yeah. Yeah, something that they've done all season long is something that's worked for them. But yeah, like watching this match, I mean, it felt like there was no chance with how it would have taken something pretty significant for United to walk out of this one with the win, which is unfortunate. And you know, I had a discourse with Ken Sickinger over on Twitter, over on X, talking about the stats. I screen grabbed the stats at halftime. We had the lead in possession, like 58% to 42 is what it said. But we
With
also had
0 shots on goal.
0 shots. Not even just on frame, 0 shots. And I told Ken and I were talking about, I said, well, if you look at the heat map, like 75% of the possession in the first half was in our own defensive half of the pitch. And we could not string anything together. We had 0 control. We had nothing going for us at all.
Do you think the width of the pitch had any factor?
No.
No.
I know I saw people talk about that, but no, we play on a narrow pitch as well. So shouldn't have been a problem, right? Like, yes, their orientation is slightly different from ours, but the pitch dimensions are not that much different. They're really not.
The people who were there, it sounded like the stadium blasts music during the game. Is that accurate?
Yes, they do. You could hear it on the TV broadcast. You could hear music going off at different points during the match. But yeah, I hate this giveaway right here. And then
yeah, that's pretty rough.
And then Shakes. I mean, Kalen had a big goal line clearance here at one point. But yeah, I mean, I don't know going back to this, like if we watch this pass out by Shakes, I don't know. I've watched this several times, right? And and I can't quite put my finger on what happened here. I don't know if it was Zelalem not continuing. I mean, Zelalem.
I was
I think
hearing a
she.
lot of calls for Zelalem to get um, put on the bench. Like it was
Oh,
one of those really poor showings.
yeah. It was. Even Space Kid was saying that he needed to be benched. I don't know if Shakes was expecting Zelalem to run a different angle here, but the pass just wasn't where it needed to be. And then the play back in. I mean, Shakes is obviously the closest defender. There's no one else there. Like, why isn't Kalen on him? Why isn't Keller, you know? Now I can see why Keller is not more central if you continue
Hmm.
with the clip here, but why Kalen's so far out when he's sitting right there in the center of the area? And I understand what Shakes is doing, but with the pass here, the layoff, not the right decision by Shakes. But I see why he made the decision that he did. I see the thought process, but just unfortunate here. But yeah, back over here, they would do music and implore fans to do waves, towels, make noise fairly often. Was a bit much. Always stopping when, yeah, this was it. I heard because there were times when play was going on, the music was not stopped.
Hopefully
So
they that's addressed before the conference or for before the championship final.
yeah, I don't think so, but I think this
That
goes
doesn't
off
seem like
Kip's.
an ideal environment.
That actually looks like it goes off Kip's leg. I think it does. I think it goes off Kip's leg there. Unfortunate for that first goal, but either way, there's not much that Kip and Kalen can do in that situation, unless the ball is like right at them. Um, but yeah, like Tulsa just it I want to say if we had, I'd like to say if we had gotten a goal, prior to the end of the half or the opening, 5-10 minutes of the second half, it might have been better. But
Hmm.
Tulsa was just unrelenting.
Well, and it sounded like by what, the 70th or so, the team had basically just kind of given up.
I mean, I don't want to say that they gave up. I mean, you got the shot here by Zico. Like, unfortunately, he can't put it on frame. Um, like you don't get many better looks than that, but
Hmm.
it's just Tulsa was so good in their defense. They were so good in the counterattack. They were putting all sorts of pressure. And then this here, man,
I feel like we struggled all season long defending corner kicks, and the
mm,
fact that Tulsa's throw-ins were basically corner kicks
yeah.
did us no favors.
No, it absolutely didn't. We did struggle. And I've watched this back too, and I get Shakes coming out, but I don't think he had to because you have two defenders there. Like I get again, I understand the decision. I understand the thought process, but I don't think it was the right call in the right moment. But because I mean he comes out, there's not a good look here. Um and Shakes is forced he's off of his he doesn't recover, he doesn't come off of his line or he doesn't get back to his line. So yeah, him coming out, like I said, I understand the thought process, but I think it was the wrong decision. Um, no yellow for delay of delivery. Yeah. But, and then here you've got Dayon going off the bar. I mean, again, that goal that if you score that goal there,
Yeah.
maybe get some sort of momentum,
Hmm.
but yeah, it took us until I think it was the 64th or 65th minute to put a shot on frame or to get our first shot of the match. Number one, I think Zico's was the first shot. So it was what, 54 minutes. It was awful. It was awful. Like we had nothing working. And I desperately tried to find something good to come out of this match. And here you see him get played in behind. It was just a well placed ball. Good time run, not a lot. It's yeah. And it's unfortunate.
Well, at least Tulsa has a nice fan base, huh? Like good people.
I mean, I guess I don't know. I haven't met any of them other than Shadow Wolf, but it's like this was probably the worst I've seen. Easily the worst in the past several months, right?
Almost reminiscent of that game when a bunch of the squad had the flu.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what was that? I did see somebody questioning whether or not they caught Hursty's bug, whatever it was that he had, because it was
I
just
think
such
I
a
was
weird
Jacob.
performance.
I think it was Jacob that said that over on
Jacob said
Facebook.
that.
I think so. But yeah, and then the substitutions. Like you look back at the match. You look at we didn't make a substitution until the 66th minute when we made 4 subs, right? Hurst was basically non-existent in this match. Gideon was awful. Akale, I can't say Akale was bad. He wasn't involved. We couldn't get him involved. And then I thought taking out Maples was weird, but
Right. I was surprised when I saw that he got subbed off.
that was weird. But I guess if you go back to last week, Jalen did have the assist on the goal,
Right.
so maybe that's what coach was thinking there. But yeah, Arshamed came on, Among came on, Sergio Rivas. Even Sergio looked fine for the
Mhm.
23 minutes he was there, 24 minutes he was there. Sergio was fine. Among and Arshamed were busting it. Like they were trying to get in there. They were trying to make things happen. Um, but yeah, it was just I don't know what to chalk this up to, other than Tulsa's just
Better?
better. I mean, even though we played better in the one matchup against Tulsa, where we thought we should have won that one, if not for
Yeah.
the late own goal. Tulsa has been a really bad matchup for us all season.
Mhm.
I saw some people suggest that maybe we weren't prepared, that maybe Sanchez and the rest of the staff didn't have the players ready for what Tulsa was going to throw. There were no. I mean, I didn't see any adjustments made.
It sounded to me like, yeah, that they United was just sticking with what they've been doing rather than pivoting and
Mhm.
responding to what was happening on the pitch. They were just trying to trudge it out when they really should have shifted their tactics.
Yeah, something should have been changed. Should have changed. I mean, I know it's so soccer, unlike other sports where you can call a timeout and change things up, or even you can make adjustments in the NFL and college football, on the fly. You can change personnel packages. You can do all those types of things. You can make changes to what you're doing on a soccer pitch. You just can't call a timeout, right? You just have to get direction to your players and tell them to make a change. But yeah, I mean, Tulsa, this is what Tulsa was all season
Mhm.
long.
Mhm.
And I don't know if it was their best game, but it was certainly one of the most dominant performances we've seen from them all season. Um, there was just no room here for United. So, um,
They proved that they deserve that number 1 spot.
they did. That they
Mhm.
did. And yeah, we talked about them grinding out results and getting these 1-goal wins, all that all season long. But I mean, when you get again, results are results, right? You get the wins, you you put yourself in a position to be successful. And we've been better at home all season than we were on the road. We knew that, and we knew that we wanted that home match. We were rooting for Phoenix to beat them.
Yep.
I wanted that Phoenix performance because I thought we matched up well against Phoenix.
Phoenix gave them a better fight than we did.
Yeah, that is very true. But yeah, it just, I would love to talk to Coach. I would have loved to have been there to talk to Coach after this. But yeah, I didn't see any adjustment at all. Even with the subs, like, I think we made some smaller changes, but I don't think it was big enough to really affect what Tulsa wanted to do.
Or soon enough. I mean, if the subs came in with that intensity that we were needing, maybe they should have come on sooner.
Maybe, and that's a criticism that's been made of Sanchez all season, is the timing of the subs. And now, to be fair, it's the same criticism that was given to Coach Quill and to Coach Lassane and to Coach Prince. Like, all of them have been criticized for the timing of their substitutions. I mean, even in the win last week, it was okay, where are the subs, right? Like, you made the one, why not make more subs? But yeah, Sanchez did make a change. He went back to the PSG kickoff. No, I hate that. I hate that. Like, I understand it, but I hate it. I don't think it actually does anything.
Yeah.
I really don't. But in recent weeks, like, we've made comments, and I've asked at the pressers, like, hey, you guys have gone more direct, and it's worked. It's broken these presses and these forward advances from the other teams. We didn't even see that. We did not see. We saw very few attempts to actually go direct, and there were only like 2 or 3 switches that that we attempted that I can recall, and we didn't connect on any of them. Like, it just.
I did listen to Andy and Adam for probably the first 20 minutes, maybe, and they kept saying, "Man, we need a timeout. Stop this madness."
Yeah. I've seen coaches realize their plans suck and make changes in the first half. Sanchez really seemed to want to stick with the plan. Yeah. I mean, he's stuck with it. And that's something, and to be fair, that's something he's told us all season long. Like, he doesn't want to go in and change things up every single week. Like, they have a game plan. He has a system that he feels works, and we can make it work. But as I've mentioned, we made adjustments throughout the season to go more direct at times, to break that up. Yeah, I don't know. And it's not like Tulsa's speed really beat us. It was set pieces. It was the pressure. It was, they countered, but none of their goals came off of counters. It was from mistakes.
No. Yeah. Yeah. There was plenty of times, though, the last couple of games this season where I've said or thought to myself, "Oh, if we were playing a better team, that would not have gone well." Like those bad passes in the back. We just got lucky across several games where we weren't playing teams who were able to capitalize on that kind of stuff, and Tulsa sure as hell was able to.
Yeah, that they were. Curacao with a population of 160,000 going to World Cup. Hey, there you go. Congrats to Curacao. So we finally have attendance numbers for Saturday night. 9,180. I did not see that announced anywhere on social media during the match. I didn't hear it on the broadcast. They never said anything on the broadcast. So a lot of people were wondering what the attendance was for that match. 9,180. So.
And a good couple hundred was New Mexico.
That they were.
And I hear that New Mexico is louder than Tulsa at times on the feed.
We've certainly heard that as well. I've seen that mentioned a few times, and I guess there were some things that were said and not, not appreciated. It wasn't announced. Okay, I didn't think it was. I didn't hear it anywhere, which is really weird. But yeah, apparently some Tulsa fans were not appreciative of how loud United fans were, but for the most part,
Well, that must call to what Justin was saying earlier, like a new fan base.
yeah.
I mean, most of Tulsa's games when I would catch them throughout the season looked like COVID years,
Hmm.
empty stadium. So those 9,000 fans probably tend to be newer fans that just aren't really familiar with soccer culture, maybe.
Maybe that could easily be it, but yeah. So United's out. Our season is done. We move on to the final. Let me pull up our sheet here real quick.
Yeah. I was really, I mean, of course I want the team to have made it to the final and of course win
Mhm.
uh the championship. But also I really wanted Kalen's last match to be at home where he could get like a proper send off.
Yes, yeah,
That's
and
just such a bummer. Like that's like the nail.
yeah. So yeah, Kalen is done.
And
Yeah.
they posted really great things on social media and but it just doesn't feel sufficient.
No, I hate it, and I had asked multiple times, like, "Hey, what's the plan for Kalen? What's the plan here?" Like, and the club just, I feel like they dropped the ball on this. Um, and I don't say that often, but I do think that they did, by not doing something for him at home.
Yeah.
So, and like, I know you can't plan on when you're going to go out, and I know it's different with Brucey and everything because of his injury. But yeah, like I hate that for him. Um, but yeah, fans at
Oh,
the
I'm
game were
glad to
chanting
hear
red.
that.
Good. Yeah, that's good. Um, yeah,
I also think the lab would have been a much better atmosphere for a final.
yeah, I think so too. But we move on. So yeah, looking at our pick'em, Harry,
By betting against us.
by betting against us, Harry will be the winner. It does not
That's a
matter what
cursed
happens.
win. It's a cursed win, Harry.
Yeah. Someone on the USL Pro server was quite appreciative. I did see that post as well. Yeah. I did see that one. So, but yeah, it was a bit of a mixed thing. But yeah, Kalen deserved a send off.
I
Absolutely.
agree, Jane. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't
He's
disagree
been
with
there
that at all.
since year two and has been a captain and has been, the backbone of our back line all of these years. I wanted more for him.
Yeah. No, he did. He did deserve more. But alas, it is what it is. We can't go back and change things at this point. But yeah, so looking ahead this weekend. So let's look at our leaderboard first. Harry with 11 points. Jacob and I both have 9. Christina has 8, and then Jeremiah has 4. Um, so yeah, Harry will be
And I
our winner.
crashed and burned.
You started out phenomenally
I
well.
did. I did. I
Yeah.
kept, guessing with my heart and yeah, I have a bleeding heart.
Yep. Yeah, we had a bit of a tie going on, tie situation, but yeah, Harry's going to be the winner. But yeah, second place will come down. It could end up, I guess, technically, depending on our predictions, we could end up with a 3-way tie. But
I'm gonna root for that. Well, did Harry share what his guess was
he did.
in the
Harry
chat?
told, yeah, he said in case he can't meet us this week, he's going to go 2-0 Tulsa. So,
That means you and Jacob have to go for Pittsburgh.
We would have to, yeah. Even though we can't catch him, so. But
Yeah,
I'll double
yeah.
check my math here. 1, 2,
I don't know.
4,
I
5.
um we got to root for the Western Conference to keep that momentum going.
Oh, maybe. Hang on. Something. My math is wrong here. Harry does not have 11 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, Harry does not have 11 points. Harry has 9 points. So we have a 3-way tie.
Oh man.
Correction. We have a 3-way tie. Myself,
Um,
Jacob, and Harry have a 3-way tie for first place
Now,
right now.
how many points do I have?
You have 8. You're 1 point back.
Okay, so you all guess Pittsburgh, and I'll guess Tulsa.
Yeah. Oh man. So again, we're still thought Jacob would be on. I guess not.
Agreed, Josh.
Um.
Yes, we'll lose to the champion.
Yeah. So I mean, looking at it, did you watch the Pittsburgh match at all on Saturday or no?
No, I did not.
No. Okay. Yeah. So looking at the other side here quickly, Pittsburgh defeated Rhode Island FC by a final score of 1-0. And I mean, this was Pittsburgh played well. Pittsburgh played well. It wasn't good enough. There was a red card in the 60th minute. Ibarra got sent off for Rhode Island, and it ended up. It just, yeah, it wasn't a great match. Pittsburgh played well, not great. They played well. So Rhode Island's out. Raising Anchor is out. I don't know. Like I look at this, and again, it's two very different, contrasting styles of football. Yes, Pittsburgh has tried to be more attacking since Lilly was suspended. There's still no word on that, by the way.
It's a mystery.
That it is. But yeah, so we have a final this Saturday
At 11 a.m.?
10 a.m. for us.
Okay, 10 a.m.
Yeah.
Mountain Time.
10 a.m. Mountain Time on CBS, big CBS. Yeah. So FC Tulsa hosting Pittsburgh Riverhounds. Cheer on the Bumblebees. I don't know, Justin. We'll figure that out. So Harry's already doing FC Tulsa. Christina?
I mean, I've been guessing with my heart this whole time, and I like that the Western Conference seems to usually win.
Yeah.
So I want that momentum to keep going.
Yeah, I don't blame you one bit. It makes sense.
I think it's going to be 2-0.
2-0. All right.
Yeah.
So Christina and Harry both going 2-0. Let me throw your name on the sheet here. And we'll get Jacob's. We'll figure out what Jacob's pick is. But after watching these playoffs, after watching these teams for weeks on end, watching Tulsa for the entire season, Pittsburgh is not going to withstand this. They're just not.
No.
I can't see it happen. Yeah, I'm going Tulsa. That's all. I just don't see it being a Pittsburgh thing. I can't find myself rooting for them. I don't think they're good enough to beat Tulsa.
Nope.
Yeah, it's just it's not going to happen. I think the Western Conference continues their dominance in the USL Cup final over the Eastern Conference to maybe shut some people up again about what the best conference is. So yeah, like I said, we'll figure out Jacob's pick.
I did like what Harry told us on, was it Sunday? He texted us. Trying to find it, where he said the year, I think, was it Orange County? They lost, but then the next year they came back and won it.
That they did.
So here's hoping year 8 is our lucky year.
Here's hoping indeed. All right. So there's our picks for the USL Cup final. Tune in on Big CBS Saturday at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. Unfortunately, we're not having a breakfast burrito bar that morning.
No
Uh,
mimosas.
nope, no. But we get into silly season. Silly season is here. There is a thread over on the New Mexico United subreddit that I believe did Symphonic start it, or was it someone else? I have to go and double check that.
I think he did.
I think he did.
I'm guessing
So,
that's a he. Symphonic is a he.
yes. So Symphonic, yeah. Nope, not about it, did it? Not about it, did. So every year over on the New Mexico United subreddit, a lot of this information will be obviously covered by us throughout the off season. You're off the hook for that this year. Okay. I wasn't sure if it was you or not about it. I know that I haven't done it yet. I probably should hop in there at some point and do it. But obviously we'll keep all the news throughout the off season over here on the show and on social medias and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, there's a thread there. You can go and follow that. You can also we'll also keep everything going over on the Discord as well. So far, what we know, Zico Bailey is back for 2026. Oos is back for 2026. And so is Talon Maples.
Did you say Oos or Bruce?
Oos.
Okay.
Brucey was.
And Maples. Okay.
Yeah. Brucey was under contract, but so Zico and Oos both have a contract year for 2026 with a 2027 option, and then Talon Maples is contracted through 2027. So we already know 3 returning players.
Okay, I'm gonna need to see Harris on that list pronto. Toot sweet. He's my number one.
Yeah, that absolutely. Departing players. Kip Keller, obviously loan ending at the end of the season. Carlos Mogel, his loan is ending as well. Daniel Bruce and Kalen Ryden both retiring. So very early wish list for United. You already mentioned Dayon. Is there any? If you can, give me 2 more names that you would like to see back for 2026.
Akale.
Mm-hmm.
And Valentine.
Okay, Valentine. Yeah, that's right. Pondeka's loan.
But I want to say Gloucester too.
Gloucester. Yeah, Gloucester's been really good this year.
Yeah.
That's right. Pondeka's loan did end as well.
Kirsty and Noel for Josh.
Well, we haven't seen Pondeka in weeks.
It's been a while. I like that guy. I feel like, he's young. I feel like he shows a lot of promise.
Yeah. Let me make a note over here as well on this.
Okay, what's your wish list, Seth?
So I'm happy with the 3, right? I think those are some key pieces you can build around, particularly with Maples coming back. As of right now, I don't believe any of our goalkeepers are under contract for 2026. As much as I would as much as I know some people would love to see Alex come back, I don't think he does.
I think he retires.
He either retires or he goes somewhere else. I don't see us bringing him back. And there are a couple reasons for this. Number one, he's not exactly a spring chicken, but he's fine, right? I think he's still a serviceable, still a very good. He could potentially still be a number 1 somewhere. I just don't think that we bring him back. And the reason for that is there have been rumors. There have been a lot of things that we've heard that there was some friction within the locker room. And so for that reason and for some others, I don't think Alex is back next year. So I think, and I would like to see Shakes come back. I do think he is. I think Shakes has shown that he can be a number 1. I thought he could be a number 1 last season. But when you have Alex in front of him, hard to do that, right? But yeah, Alex has always been a class act. He's been
Yeah.
nothing but gracious to the fans, nothing but kind. I would, I would love to see him finish here. I would have loved to see him get the record, but I don't think this is it.
Controversial take. I liked Alex more than Mizell.
Hmm. I mean, I can get behind that. I can see that. So, yeah. Um, in terms of who, so Shakes is one. I think I would also Valentine. I think was a huge get for us mid-season.
Hmm.
Um, I think he did change things. I know he didn't score quite as frequently as we would have liked, but I think he would be a phenomenal get for 2026 and forward. Um, Jane wants Seymour and Lindsay. Hey, I get it. Both did well. I liked Lindsay. I would have liked to have seen more of him this season.
Hmm.
Um, Will, I think how old is Will?
I feel like I wouldn't be surprised if Will retired, but this season he really stepped up.
He did. And I
Yeah.
think playing him centrally was better for him. That, and I've said in the past, he always thought he was better. He was a better central defender than an outside defender.
Well, when that one year when Kalen was injured, and Will filled in, I mean, he
Mhm.
killed it. We were lucky to have him. I feel
He,
like last season maybe was a little bit more of a struggle for him, but he came back this season
yeah,
solid.
yeah, he did. Yeah, no, there were a couple times last season he got cooked, absolutely cooked on that outside. So Will's 33. He will be 34 by the time the season kicks off next year. Alex is 32. I believe he'll be 33. He'll be 33 by the time we start next season. So, I mean, I think you've got less time on Will and more time on Alex. I mean, we've seen Bill Hamid, we've seen other guys play up closer to 40, right? Um, so I mean, but I just don't think Alex is back. Um, I would have loved to keep Kip.
Yeah, I
I
think we
would have
all would.
loved to have kept him, but I don't see that happening.
I feel the same way about Kip that I felt about Thomas.
Hmm.
Like, yeah, I like this,
Yeah,
but Minnesota's gonna,
yeah.
now that he's healthy, gonna want him back.
Um, Dayon. It's got to be Dayon. Like I love Quelle. I love the connection to South Georgia. Go Tormenta. But Dayon has been lights out since
Hmm.
returning from the ACL injury. He gave us some much needed spark offensively. Tracked up and down the pitch. He put so much in. Never fall in love with a loan signing. No,
I
dude,
can't
that's the
help
thing.
it, Bolsey. I can't help it.
Yeah, like Kip was so good. He was
Hmm.
so good. But yeah, unfortunately, there was not an option to sign in that loan deal or
I
option to
think they
buy.
explicitly said
Yeah.
no option.
So yeah, yeah, that would have been
Yeah.
nice. So yeah, so Noel, Harris, and Shakes. I think again, we have a lot of time, and you guys are all throwing out a bunch of great names over in the chat. We got Noel, Seymour, Lindsay, Hurst, Noel. Need two keepers, two center backs replacement for Rivas, and a striker. I think Sergio's gone too.
Yeah, I do
Um,
too.
yeah, I think
I think he'll
Sergio's
be
gone.
retiring.
Yeah, most likely, especially with him taking on the general manager role for the
Hmm.
futsal team. I think he's done. But that's just I would not be
Now,
surprised.
do we think that Kaylin will stick around or Brucey will stick around and work for the club?
Brucey, I think. Kalen, probably not. I think because Kalen's already expressed an interest in other ventures, particularly his
Sports photography?
photography. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
already. So I don't see. I mean, I'm sure he'll always be around the club and to some extent, but I don't see him sticking. Brucey working on his coaching licensing. I think he will be sticking with the club because he's already working with the academy. I think he has his B license. I'm not 100% sure. David has his A, so another good little step there.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I could see Brucey sticking around and coaching, but of the two of the guys who were certain are leaving or retiring, Brucey's the one to me that's most likely to stick around. So yeah, and from talking
Oh.
to different people, the um the coaching license path is not cheap.
Oh,
Um,
really?
yeah, it's quite expensive. And talking to some folks, and that's why the USL has that scholarship program that David went through. Um, but yeah, so it's not a cheap process for guys to go through that. Um, but yeah, I could see Brucey sticking around and doing that. Yeah, he will forever be tied to this club. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
so yeah,
Makes sense that Kaylin would want to go back to Oklahoma.
yeah.
It's like
Um,
Weehan, you know, when you're raising a little one, takes a village, being close to family. Good question about who we would want from North Carolina. We know all
I,
those players are looking for a squad to land with.
that they will. Yeah, I think he. Yeah, Sundstrom is good. Is a good shout. I don't know who's on that roster. Yes, yeah, Brucey's wife is local.
I remember at the start of the season being pretty blown away by how expensive North Carolina's roster was. I don't recall
Yeah,
exactly who it was, but I remember feeling like, dang, they're spending the money.
yeah. Do. All right, North Carolina roster, but yeah, obviously North Carolina shutting down until at least 2027, 2028. I don't know. I'll throw out some names here. Defenders Paco Craig, Connor Donovan, Finn Sundstrom. Sundstrom's the one that to me that stands out from that back line. Um, Colin Martin, formerly of San Diego, midfielder.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I wouldn't mind him. I would have been
Yeah,
happy with him
I
last
liked him when
year.
he was with San Diego.
Yeah, he was good. You look at the top there, Evan Conway, obviously from I think Evan was with Blue City before. I'll double check that. Because Jackson Conway was with Atlanta, so Evan Conway
It'll.
was with Loyal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I feel like they got a lot of San Diego
yeah.
players.
Rodrigo da Costa's there. I think he'd be a shout if he's not too old. Um, I mean, honestly, there's only a handful of names I would want to take off of that North Carolina squad, but there's not a bunch that jump out. I mean, if you're looking for maybe a backup keeper, I don't know, but yeah, obviously, uh, you've got a whole roster of guys that are going to be looking for new homes or moving on after the season. Um, yeah, I don't know, but yeah, we're Tampa Bay's already announced their first set of
Oh, they
roster
have?
changes. Yeah,
I
Tampa
thought you
Bay's
had to
already announced.
wait.
They're supposed to, but
They
Tampa
don't follow the rules.
Rowdies.
They're Tampa. They do what they want.
Now, yeah, right. Rowdies have announced that they are.
Actually, El Paso announced some of their players too.
I think so. Yeah,
Yeah.
Manuel Arteaga is
Which,
out. Juan Carlos Azacar, Blake Bodley, Nick Moon. I think Nick Moon would be a shout. Um, Pacifique are all out of contract. Forwards Wubens Pasius and Charlie Sharp and Paul Marie have all departed at the end of their loans. Leo Fernandez and Forrest Lasso are both retiring. So yeah, there's some changes there. I'm trying to see if I don't think the USL tracker is doing anything yet, but
it's not live yet.
I mean, nothing there really.
No, I feel like it took United a lot longer than I liked last year
Hmm.
to announce anything. Like
Yeah.
usually we'd get drops before Christmas, and last year we didn't get anything.
Yeah, I think a lot of that too had to do with the change in coach. So,
Mm.
but so I think we see things sooner this year. Um, but only time will tell. I know we usually wait and get a bunch of things inked and ready to go before we actually say anything. Yeah, I know Morrissey's got one, but he's Morrissey has way too much time.
Hey, he was rooting for New Mexico.
Was he?
He was the only one that believed in us.
um, US, USL tactics. Let's see.
Well, I just want a Harris
Um,
announcement for Christmas.
right. He's got. Let's see. He's got a number of things. Omaha, Richmond. Um, Niall McCabe is retiring. So he's out. Um, Mia, Camden Riley, and Christian Garner are both retiring. um, yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see what all happens here. Yeah. So that's yeah. John Morrissey has far more time than any of us do. Um, so
Well, maybe this time next week we'll have uh more info on the trackers to make guesses.
mhm. um so yeah. And other USL news, Oakland Roots have appointed a new head coach, Ryan Martin from Loudoun United. I think that's an interesting signing right there.
Hmm.
Um,
Did
yeah,
El Paso announce their coach?
nope, just
No?
that Wilmer's
Okay.
out. So yeah, who
I wonder
knows?
if the Sun's gonna stick around.
No, no, I
You think
doubt it.
he'll bounce?
I think he's out. I think he'll move on. I don't expect him to stay at all. So Atlanta United announced Tata Martino. He's back. Tata round two. Um, I don't know if I don't recall seeing any other big USL news other than the final this weekend. The big news of the week, however, and I don't know if you saw this, but the MLS has
Oh,
announced that they're
yeah.
changing to a spring winter schedule
Yep.
to match the rest of the world.
Now, what does that mean for the Open Cup?
That is a very big question.
Yeah.
Um,
Granted, it's
yeah,
not going to be until 2028 or something.
27, 28. Oh my god. So they're doing an abbreviated 2027 schedule. They're doing like 14 weeks or something. Um yeah, they're doing a summer to spring format beginning in late July 2027. So you're going to have like a 14-week season in the beginning of 2027, then they're going to take a break and then they're going to come back. Yeah,
Interesting.
it's weird. Um yeah, we don't know what's going to happen with the cup. But yeah, so it's and then yeah, they have like a 2 month long, 2.5 month long winter break. Now there are already issues with playing up north. I remember a match in Montreal a number of years ago with Atlanta United playing on a snow covered pitch. No, it was Minnesota. It was Minnesota Atlanta
Minnesota.
playing on snow covered pitch.
Yep. Well, that
Like,
US, the national team,
mhm,
and it was an important game. I don't remember what game it was, but maybe a World Cup qualifier. No, wouldn't be that.
yeah,
Maybe it was a World Cup qualifier, but it was in like freezing temperatures,
yeah,
like where it was kind of borderline um, not healthy for the players.
Yeah. Yeah. The league will launch a summer to spring format beginning late July 2027 with the MLS Cup playoffs and MLS Cup final contested in May of 2028. There'll be a 2-month break from mid December to mid February. The move will bring MLS more in line with top European leagues and other global competitions, allowing for fewer conflicts with international play, which I think is a positive,
Yes, that is
um,
a positive.
and better interleague player movement, which makes sense.
Yeah,
So
that
for
makes yeah,
those two aspects alone, I think it's a positive.
yeah.
Um, to help with the transition, MLS will play a compact 14 match season in the winter and spring of 2027 before adopting a new format. So yeah, you're going to see a 14-week season and then a break, and then there you go. We're going to
Well,
be
and you
in
gotta wonder if USL with the transition to D1 would follow suit.
yeah, and that's a question we've seen it brought up. We know it's been talked about. I think USL has to follow. I think they have to. I mean, they announced Pro Rel before MLS, and there are some people that now believe that MLS is going to have to go to Pro Rel at some point.
Mhm.
But how does that work out? How does that play out for MLS, who doesn't have the foundation to do Pro Rel? This is where USSF, MLS, USL, NISA, the other leagues, they're going to have to figure something out. They're going to have to if they're going to do Pro Rel at that level. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I think the schedule change is good for a number of different reasons. Um, but yeah, it's going to be a really long break. Um, Bundesliga is not that long. Premier League is not that long. Um, I don't even know. I mean, maybe MLS does the Leagues Cup in that break. Maybe they do something else, but I think that would be dumb. But again, you're going to have scheduling issues. I think you are. I think you're going to have weather issues, particularly in like February in say Toronto
Mhm.
or
Salt
Minnesota,
Salt Lake.
Salt Lake. Yeah, I think you're going to have scheduling issues, but I do think it won't be as bad as some people think it will be. I don't know. Denver could be an issue. Chicago could be an issue. But yeah, I think it's.
Yes, sportless summer does feel lame. I agree with Josh.
I, I agree. Yeah, but I mean, think about it. I mean, Premier League, Bundesliga, La Liga, they all, Liga MX, they all do the same. They all do this. They take a break from end of May to beginning of August, September. You know,
Mhm.
so. But yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see them. I mean, the league's already competing with Major League Baseball, college football, NBA. It's already competing with all the major leagues, all the other major leagues to an extent. So I don't know. I don't know where they go. I don't. But yeah, USL is going to have to make another change. I don't think Pro Rel is the end of changes for USL. So
Mhm.
yeah, 10 seem a little more friendly. I mean, they could. They could. Yeah, I know Denmark and Russia would be hard. I think Sweden's in there too. Uh, but yeah, Iceland probably. So I don't know.
Time will tell.
Yep, that it will. So alrighty, well, I think we've gone over just about everything. I don't think there was any other major news from this week.
Yeah, I've been avoiding even I'm like, "Ugh, I don't wanna see. Don't show me anything USL." It hurts, it hurts.
yeah. Um, but yeah. So any closing thoughts, or are we good to go?
Um, Rooting for Tulsa. Hope they bring the cup back to the Western Conference even though they're barely in the western part of the United States.
Right, there we go. So all right, guys. For myself, for Christina, for Jacob, who couldn't make it this evening, we thank you all so much for being here, for following on, for being super active in the chat tonight. This is phenomenal. Josh, Justin, Bolty, Symphonic, Mama Christina, Jordan, Jane, Desert Friar, Eric Ramirez was over in the chat. Who else? Did we miss anybody? I don't think we did. Maybe not.
I think that's everybody.
I think that's everybody. Yeah, I'll make sure we shout
Symphonic.
Earl. Yeah.
Oh, and Earl.
Yeah, Symphonic. Earl was here. Earl, appreciate all of you guys for hanging out and being with us. And it's a tough way to end the season, but it is silly season.
Yeah, I didn't like Bolty's stat there that we're going to be the USL team with the most. What did he say? Most plays with no finals appearance.
Playoff appearances without a finals. Yeah,
that's a rough stat.
I promise you, there will be plenty of off-season content. We'll be back for it next week for sure. We'll talk about the USL Cup final, and then obviously we'll have other things as news happens throughout the off-season. And yeah, we'll keep bringing you guys everything as we do that. Maybe we do an off-season D&D.
Oh Lord.
What's up, guys?
Surprise!
What's wrong?
Well.
Just
am I
when we
late?
thought we were out of here.
Oh, were you guys wrapping up?
We
guys,
were.
Andrew, Justin, Josh. Thank y'all in the chat. It's been great. Love y'all.
Well, Jacob, since you're here,
real quick, here's my question.
Okay.
Who's your top 3 wish list of who you want to come back?
I like that. Oh, top 3 is tough. Tough. Maples.
Well, he's already
he's already
yeah.
he's already
yeah. So I was just about to say I'm not gonna include him because I know he's already
unknowns.
Back. Yeah. Noel. I mean, I would say Kip, but I'm not gonna say Kip because I'm almost positive he's not coming back.
No, his loan's done. No option to buy.
So Noel. Seymour. That might surprise some people, but I love his presence and his versatility and just his kind of like I don't give a fuck attitude that he has. And me and Justin were just talking about this like yesterday, the day before. Oh, and I put 10 people's name down, and now that's tough. Who did you guys say? I need ideas.
I said my number 1 is Harris.
Oh yeah, duh. Yeah,
and I said Noel.
Okay.
And then I said Akale, but I also really wanted Gloucester to be included. So I opted for my top 4.
And what'd you say, Seth?
I said Shakes, Noel, and Dayon.
Those are all good shouts.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'll just add Seymour's name to that little group, and there we go.
Yeah. Jane wanted Will back as well. So
yeah.
I know Jane loves Will, and rightfully so. When I hopped on, guys, there was 93 comments. You guys believe that? That's a lot of comments.
Yeah, chat was going tonight. So
I mean, a good chunk of it was figuring out this wonky vertical layout.
Yeah, what is going on over there?
So that's something
over
new
there on this side, and then I see a normal one right here.
Yeah, so it's a multi-layout thing. We can. Yeah, so if someone wants to watch us in vertical on their device, they can watch us in vertical, or they can watch us in landscape.
Oh. Well, now we know what it looks like with 3 people on the screen, Seth.
Yeah,
and it
we were
looks
debating
terrible.
what that would be.
So and so what it does now is on YouTube, there's 2 different live streams on YouTube. One for mobile devices, one for desktops. So
I was watching the USL show, which I don't normally do, but I did the other day. And they were talking about it, but I thought it was something that they like did themselves.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that it was just something StreamYard did. And so yeah, that makes sense.
New feature on StreamYard. So
StreamYard always
Desert
innovating.
Fire said Will went on both buses to address everybody. That's awesome.
Yeah, I heard him and coach and the assistant coaches. I heard did that. So
That's awesome.
Yeah, Will's a good guy.
yeah, love Will. All right, yeah, I'm glad I can contribute. Uh, my back is sore from carrying the podcast tonight.
Mhm.
We're a little parched from all the talking you've been doing.
I know. My throat hurts. I don't know what to say, guys.
Yeah. So, Jacob, as it stands, one final thing. We have a 3-way tie atop our pick'em list. It is
Oh.
you, me, and Harry, all tied with 9. Christina has 8. We need
Christina,
your
after
pick
such
for
a
this weekend.
good first round, just went off a cliff.
I really choked, kind of like our team.
Fair.
So we need your pick for Tulsa and Pittsburgh.
Oh, can I know what you guys did?
No, not at all. No, no.
Well, you know what Harry did.
You know Harry's guess.
Oh yeah, I do know what Harry did.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. So I know we had this conversation about rooting for Tulsa so it stays out west and blah 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 blah. Everything says that I should root for Tulsa, but I don't think I can. And and knowing that Harry went Tulsa and thinking everybody else is going to go Tulsa because that is the logical pick, I'm going to go Pittsburgh for the upset. And if I get a chance to go to 66 Casino, I will probably go put some money on Pittsburgh because I don't like betting minus odds. So they seem like a weird kind of semi fluky. Like I think Bob Lilly leaving for some reason gave them juice. Like I don't know if they like sacrificed Bob Lilly to the soccer gods or what happened, but they got rid of him and then all of a sudden they've been unstoppable. Ugly but unstoppable.
I feel like I saw on Reddit somebody laughing about how Pittsburgh was going to win in the Bob Lilliest way possible without Bob Lilly.
Like a 1-0
Yeah,
defensive
or like
struggle.
having not, because I guess they hadn't scored any goals in.
Yeah, until they scored against Rhode Island, they hadn't scored any goals
Right.
yet.
Yeah.
All right. So
Well,
there's prediction.
Jacob, if they win, then you win.
Yeah, that's what I was counting on.
Yep.
And if I lose, then I don't really
correctly.
care. If I lose, then I lose a pointless contest that I would only care about if I win. Apparently. Did you guys all pick Tulsa?
Yeah.
Oh, Christina, you should have went Pittsburgh just so you had a chance.
I know.
But
I debated it, but I really want the Cup to stay in the West. So I'm willing Tulsa to do it.
To Andrew's point, I could bet on Pittsburgh and root for Tulsa, but like my soul, I don't think will let me root for Tulsa. This is one of those games though where, like, I don't know if you've ever watched a sporting event that you don't really have a vested interest in, and then like 20 minutes in, you like find yourself rooting for a particular team. I feel like that's going to be how I am with this one. Like I'm going to watch it kind of like, I don't know, and then Tulsa's going to score, and I'm going to feel something in my soul, and it's either going to be joy or anger, and I'm not sure which one at the moment. And so that's how that's going to work.
Well, for Shadow Wolf's sake, I'll hope also that Tulsa does well. He's a Tulsa fan.
Yeah. Sorry, Shadow Wolf. I mean, sorry, not sorry. Like I apologize to you way too many times, Shadow Wolf. So.
Yeah, I know he's happy that Tulsa won. So he did send his condolences to us over on X and Blue Sky. So
yeah.
I don't need his pity, damn it.
So I think we have to figure out off-season content. Obviously, we'll be back next week for the USL Cup final. We're gonna have silly season news about the off-season. Maybe we do a Dungeons and Dragons, USL Cup final or something. We'll role play it.
So y'all can do that for sure. Y'all can do. You just let me know when. You let me know when, and I will make sure to not be there. No, just kidding.
All right.
I do think that I'm not sure we will. I don't think the show will take time off during the off season, really. But I will probably step back for like a 2-week stretch. I don't think other than when I was in the academy, I was talking to Allie about it. I don't think I've taken 2 weeks in a row off, other than the academy. And so I don't know. We'll see. It really depends on how United decides to leak news about returning
Yeah.
players and stuff. Because
They were
if they do
stingy
like
last year.
yeah, if they do like last year, then we'll have to do a show every week because every week there'll be news. It'd be lovely if they were just like, hey, here's where it stands. We're bringing back these people. We're not bringing back these people. We're in contract talks with these people, and these people left on their end of their loan, and then we can move on with our lives for a little while. But I know that's not how it's going to go. So
do not hold your breath.
I mean, we did talk about that earlier as well. Pondeka is leaving. Kip Keller is leaving. Carlos Mogel is leaving. All of their loans are done. Kalen and Brucey obviously retiring, and Zico, Oos, and Talon all under contract for at least one more year. Talon's under contract through 2027. So
yeah, and I transfer market has Harris on an option this year too, which I can't imagine if he's on an option that we wouldn't bring him back. But the transfer market, and so take that all with a grain of salt. But other than that, yeah, that's what I had. That's what I had as well, was those three, because Oos was on a multi-year contract with Montreal when we bought him. And so unless we changed his contract when we brought him down, then I'm hoping he comes back. He didn't play as big of a role as I thought he would this year. He was kind of up and down. I think he took a back seat to Gideon when Gideon was in good form until Saturday. But yeah, tough times.
Yep.
Tough times.
Yep. So yeah, hope we may go to every other week, which is always the plan in the off season. But yeah, depending on the news leaks and all that type of stuff. But yeah, like I said, if you guys need time off, take time off. We'll figure it all out. I'll be here. So
that was such a sad sentence, Seth. That was such a sad. I'll be here. I guess I'll be in my little dungeon up here and be on the podcast and I'll talk to myself if I have to, I guess.
Hey, we did that with World Cup.
Dude, that was so hard though. They were so hard.
I remember watching that.
That was hard. That's why I started like hopping in whenever like you guys were doing it to try to make it a little bit better, so
it was so tough.
And guess what? We get to do it again next summer.
Yeah. I'm excited for it though. It'll be here. There'll be a shit ton more games because of the more teams,
time,
but
being able to watch it at a reasonable time of day.
Mm-hmm.
True. I like morning soccer though. I love watching English Premier League at 5:30 in the morning.
Yep. Yeah, waking up early in the morning watching soccer. Heck yes, we'll take that every week. But anyway, all right. So we are. Anybody have anything else? We talked about MLS schedule. Jacob, any thoughts on that? Or are you just like, eh?
No, I mean it makes sense. It's going to be weird. Like it doesn't make sense weather-wise. I get that, but it makes sense business-wise.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a fan of it because I like my summer soccer. And because like the summer is like a dead period when it comes to sports for me. So it's nice to have MLS and USL and golf and stuff like that. But now it'll compete with football more and basketball more. And
I did see
like
that next season MLS is not going to be behind a paywall anymore.
Yeah. And it'll just be, well, you still have to have an Apple TV subscription, but you don't have to pay the extra for MLS season pass.
Yep, that's a good change.
Yeah, that'll be nice. I mean, I was paying for it anyways, but now it'll just save me money. Yeah, that's what I got there. And as far as the game, we sucked. I still think we might have been sick throughout the locker room, but haven't got confirmation on that. And that's not an excuse. Tulsa played freaking fantastic. It still would have been tough to win, even if we weren't sick. If we were sick, if that makes sense. And yeah, that's about it. It was a good season. I'm excited for next season. I'm assuming we all think Sanchez comes back.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. And there was some speculation that I was thinking about was him getting another offer. I don't think he leaves for anywhere in the USL, and I don't think he leaves for an assistant job in MLS or anywhere for that matter. I think he would only leave for a head coaching position at a league higher than us, and I'm not quite sure that's going to happen this offseason. If we come back next year and we're as successful as we were this year, or even more successful, then maybe I'd be worried, but
Morrissey had a pretty cool article about
Yeah, he
the
did.
history of
He
our
did.
coaches.
I saw that.
So
That was
Yep.
that would
that was
track for Sanchez.
that was kind of him, but I don't think it's this year. I do think Sanchez
Yeah.
has potential to move up if we continue to perform, but not yet, not yet.
Yep. Alrighty. Well, let's get out of here, guys. Jacob, you want to close
Cool.
us out?
Sure. I'm tired. My voice hurts from carrying the
Again.
podcast, but I will do that. So I haven't been on here the whole time, obviously, but Desert Friar Andrew, Justin, Josh, Jane, whoever else was in the chat. I'm not going to scroll back because it's 90 some odd point or 100 comments at this point. Thank you guys. Thank Seth and Christina. Thank you guys. I know we're going to continue into the off season, but thank you for the season that we just had, and your dedication to being here. Well, Seth being here every week,
On
'cause
time.
I'll be here, he says, and Christina for fitting us into your busy schedule as a mom and professional and all the stuff that you do. I'm excited for the postseason or the silly season. I always love the silly season, but I wish it would have started a week later. But hey, still best season in United history as far as the playoffs are concerned. A very successful season, in my opinion. When you look at the regular season, finishing tied for second in the regular season in the West, and that was with a bunch of changes and a bunch of injuries and a bunch of all that stuff. And so, still super successful. Still looking forward to next season. Still think we are in a really good spot, and I can't wait. So only 50 are Andrews. So Andrew, you don't talk that much, Andrew. Well, you comment that much. You don't talk in person at all. but I'm glad. And Andrew, I appreciate you and the other fans that took the time to go to the Sunport on Sunday. I really wanted to, but I had one trip to Albuquerque that weekend, and that was it. And that was for a watch party because I was hoping to celebrate with other fans instead of cry. And so since I burned that trip on the watch party, I didn't get to come back on Sunday. But thank you and the others for taking the time to go do that, and hopefully, I was hoping that we would get an exit presser this week. I was told we were, but I don't know when that's going to happen yet. So I am in Albuquerque. So if it is tomorrow or Thursday, I will make it over there somehow. But until then, maybe if it doesn't happen this week, then well, I don't know when we'll get to talk to people. Chris Wehan was supposed to join the show this week. He could not, but he will be coming back on sometime this off season. Chat about the season, chat about off seasons and what they were like and stuff like that. Looking forward to having him back on. We'll be back next week. We'll recap Pittsburgh beating Tulsa in a shocking upset in penalties. Me winning the picks contest, and hopefully some roster news, at least a little bit, but I'm not sure. Obviously, we know what we already know, but I'm hoping to get some kind of news between now and next Tuesday. So be sure to tune in. We'll do our best to maybe do some sleuthing and figure out as much as we can, even if there's not an official announcement. But don't hold your breath because United is super tight-lipped on stuff. But we'll see what we can figure out. I want to thank you guys again for tuning in. If you're listening at a later date, please rate and review us on the podcast app that you're listening on. And if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, thank you. Get in the chat and watch us again next week, Tuesday, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, right? It's 9 o'clock, right? Oh, that's why I was late. Oh, okay, my bad. Next Tuesday, 8 o'clock. Somebody will be here. Seth will be here. For sure. And if Seth's the only one here and you comment your email address in the chat, he'll send you a link. You guys just come on.
That is true.
No, I think we all should be back and addressing hopefully what's a fun final and looking forward to the off season. So thank you guys again. We'll be back. Love y'all. Somos Lindos.